Morning. Sorry I didn't get anything posted yesterday at all, not even a daily reflection. Um, Feeling a bit under the weather. Not sure what's going on. Um, I was just exhausted. Uh, Wednesday night, I went back to Toledo, which is where I got sober. Um, it's always good to go back and revisit that place. A lot of amazing sobriety in Toledo. Um, but I went Wednesday night to a outdoor meeting at a church. We were really, really cool. They had tiki torches set up and lots of ambiance and, really set the mood. Uh, but it was a really good meeting. The young kid that was the moderator brought the topic of amends because he's just getting to that point in his program and is struggling a little bit with how to do it. Um, and asked people their experience, and they went around the circle. He asked that, everybody comment instead of doing a popcorn style comment. Was really proud of my daughter. She's, over a year of recovery, but still very new in the steps. Um, and when it came to her, she said who she was and her affliction and then just passed, said she was just going to listen because she's not at that point in her program. And I really respect that, not because it's my daughter, but because anybody who's new that gets into these discussion meetings that is not at that point in their program for what the discussion is about. Um, I really, really look at them as if they're really grasping the program because they know that they don't really have anything to add to the discussion at that point because they're not there. Um, and I offered some comments on my experience with amends, but a lot of really great stuff. I recommend discussion meetings more than I do speaker meetings because I believe I get more out of it. I believe most people get more out of a discussion because you hear more points of view, more opinions, more experiences than just one person's story. Not that speaker meetings are bad. I know a lot of people that that's all they go to when they first come in because they're not ready to talk, and that's good. Um, I don't avoid them necessarily, but I tend to shy away from them. But all in all, it was a really great meeting. It was really great to see some people. Met a couple of people I've never met before. They've been around, since I've been before I was sober. Ran into a guy that knew me from when I first came in. He recognized me. I felt terrible because I didn't remember him at first. Um, but we had really good conversation, the meeting after the meeting. Uh, and we were just talking a lot about this new bullshit with this kinder, gentler recovery. Um, it's, oh, I'm so sorry. You got, you're cross addicted. You're tri addicted. It's, oh, let me hug you and fuck that. This is life or death. And, you're here for the same reason that I am. The same reasons that I'm here are the same reasons that you're here. I'm not unique. You're not unique. You know, what we're trying to do is learn how to live life the way we should have been living life. But all in all, it was a really good meeting. And then I met her for a 7 a.m. meeting yesterday morning because I stayed the night in Toledo. And the 7 a.m. was a really, really good meeting. A lot of quality sobriety. Um, and it was a 12 and 12. And they read Tradition 6. Um, the anonymity at the level of press, radio, and film. And not a whole lot of comments on the tradition. And then they did step 6, which we just did recently in some videos. We did 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the willingness um, was a really great topic, and a lot of people had really good things to say. Um, if you're not getting to meetings and you're new, you're really cheating yourself on the full benefit. I know Zoom meetings have been great through this pandemic because it has allowed people to continue meetings, and a lot of people have stayed sober. Unfortunately, the pandemic cost us some people. Um, but it also lets you remember that this is not a game, that it is absolutely life and death. So if you're able to get to in-person meetings, the Zoom meetings are great. Um, but that's what it's all about. And I read some comments online yesterday. Um, And there was a guy that was commenting on sponsorship and, how he's never had a sponsor. He's not going to get a sponsor because he feels like he doesn't need to do that. His way works. Well, we've all seen what happens with self-will. Uh, the program is over 80 years old. Dr. Bob and Bill knew what they were doing. They were, I don't know if it was divine intervention, uh, just pure genius, luck, uh, fuck, I don't know. They knew what they were doing and they created a program that works and it's been working for 80 years. So, if you're questioning, do I belong here? Am I an alcoholic? Am I an addict? Read the literature. That's what it's there for. Pick up the literature at a meeting, take it home, read it, you know, just don't throw it away, pass it on or take it back to the meeting because it saves people's lives. But, just get immersed in the program itself. And, that's where I was lacking here for a little while is, I got to stay more focused in my recovery. Um, Kind of babbling this morning. I guess I'm not as awake as I thought I was. I hope you guys all have a great day. Love you. Maybe I'll do something later. I'm not sure. Bye.